Hi everyone. In this video I am going to solve the bits related to NEET corner of the chapter alcohols, phenols and ethers. Now see the question, which of the following compounds is most acidic? So what is an acidic compound? An acidic compound is a compound which is ready to lose hydrogen as a proton. That is known as acidic compound. Here whatever the options are given, all these are having the same acidic character, but that acidic character is differing from one compound to another compound. One is having high acidic nature, other is having low acidic nature. That depends upon the group attached to that particular compound. Okay, if electron withdrawing group is located, that donates the electrons and decreases the acidic nature. If electron withdrawing group is present, so that withdraws electrons from the ring, thereby acidic nature of the ring gets increases. So from the given options, this is the compound which is containing electron withdrawing group, that is NO2. So this orthonitrophenol is having high acidic nature when compared to other three compounds. Okay, so the answer is the third one. See the next question. The general molecular formula which represents the homologous series of alkanols. So for alkanols homologous series, the general representation is CnH2n plus 2O. Okay. Now next one, ethylene oxide when treated with Grignard reagent yields which type of alcohols? Here they have mentioned 4 types of alcohols. We want to know which type of alcohol can be obtained. Okay, when ethylene oxide is undergoing reaction. So write the equation for that. Ethylene oxide, that is CH2O. Okay, it is an epoxide. This is called ethylene oxide. Now it is reacting with what? Grignard reagent. General representation of Grignard reagent is RMgX. So this is the general representation. If you break a bond in this Grignard reagent, the bond breaks between R and Mg. We know Mg is always a metal getting a positive charge and R group will be attaining the negative charge. Okay, like that even in this epoxide, the bond breaks here between any carbon and oxygen. If it breaks here, it will get the negative charge because it is more electronegative, and other carbon will get the positive charge. Okay, now negative part of the reagent is added here, positive part of the reagent is added to oxygen. Then we will get, okay, to the CH2 R is attached. First write R, okay, R CH2. To that CH2 another CH2 is added, and to the CH2 oxygen is already attached. Now this oxygen is with negative charge, to that MgX is added. Now I am writing that MgX here. Okay, upon addition of this Grignard reagent, we got here an addition product. Whenever it participates in acid hydrolysis, that is addition of water in presence of acid. Okay, so this water is containing 2 ions, that is H plus and OH minus. Exactly here that H plus and OH minus is added. So H plus is added to oxygen, OH minus is added to Mg. Then what we will get? R CH2OH. Okay, R CH2OH plus MgXOH is released. Now this is what the alcohol we want. This is which type of alcohol? How can you say it is a type of alcohol? Depends upon the OH group attached to the carbon atom. Now OH containing carbon is in turn attached with only one another carbon, so we can say it is a primary. Okay, so then when epoxide reacts with Grignard reagent followed by the hydrolysis can give a primary alcohol. So the answer is the third one, primary alcohol. Now see the next question. The major organic compound in the reaction. Okay, this is the reaction related to ethers. So ethers will react with hydrogen iodide. We will get 2 types of products that we will see now. Okay, now see CH3, what they have given in the question, you just write down CH3O bond CH3 taken twice. That CH3 taken twice, we can also write it like this. Okay, now it is reacting with what? Hydrogen iodide. Okay, if it is a symmetrical ether, it doesn't have any problem. Hydrogen is added to one alkyl group, iodine is added to another alkyl group. But here it's not the symmetrical ether, it is unsymmetrical ether, because to this oxygen one side methyl is attached, another side isopropyl is attached. So we can say it is an unsymmetrical ether. In this case, whenever this HI is going to react with such kind of ethers, hydrogen and iodine bond involves in breakage. Hydrogen gets negative charge, iodine gets the positive charge. Remember, this iodine is always added to the primary carbon atom. Okay, but here it is not primary because the carbon is attached with two other carbons, so we can say it is a secondary. So always the bond breaks in an ether between oxygen and primary carbon atom. If this type of bond breakage is seen, so among carbon and oxygen, which is more electronegative? Oxygen, then it will get the negative charge, carbon gets the positive charge. To this positive charge, iodide ion is added, to the negative charge, H plus ion is added. So then write down the product. CH3I is formed first, that is methyl iodide, plus CH3, CHO minus is added by hydrogen. Then we will get CH, CH3OH. Okay, that is what secondary alcohol and methyl iodide is formed as the final product. Remember, if it is an unsymmetrical ether, always the bond breaks between oxygen and methyl group, especially primary carbon atom. So answer for this question is the third one. So methyl iodide and secondary alcohol is formed as the final product. Now see the next question. In the given reaction, the same question is related to the above one. Okay, even here they have given unsymmetrical ether which is reacting with hydrogen iodide and heating. So you just try to write the product. So the breakage will take place as above in the first question, this question. Okay, so here secondary carbon, primary carbon and tertiary carbon both are present. Here bond involves in breakage, and try to write the products. This is homework question for you. Try to write the answer for the fifth question. Okay, now see the next question. Consider the following reactions. Okay, here they have given a series of reactions, and what we have to find out, we need to find out the product Z. So write this reaction stepwise. First, what they have mentioned here, ethanol. Ethanol formula CH3 CH2OH. When ethanol react with PBr3, phosphorus tribromide, what happens? One bromine atom replaces this hydroxyl group, then we will get CH3CH2Br. Okay, ethyl bromide is formed as the X compound. Okay, what they have mentioned here. Now this ethyl bromide upon reaction with alcoholic KOH. Okay, here it is not aqueous KOH. If aqueous KOH is given, it can participate in substitution reaction. But here they have mentioned alcoholic KOH. So it involves in elimination reaction. That means one of the hydrogen. For our convenience, I am separating one hydrogen here. Okay, hydrogen from this carbon, bromine from this carbon together eliminates as minus HBr. Okay, now the double bond is created between these two carbon atom, and we will get here CH2 double bond CH2, that is nothing but ethene as byproduct. Okay, now this ethene undergo reaction with H2SO4, that is in presence of H2SO4 it is participating in hydrolysis. Okay, so this hydrolysis takes place. So see here, this pi bond moves here. Hydrolysis means it contains two ions, H plus and OH minus. When this pi bond moves to this carbon, it will get the negative charge and this will get the positive charge. OH minus is added to this positively charged carbon, H plus is added to negatively charged carbon. Already two hydrogens are there, now one more hydrogen is added, it becomes CH3 bond CH2 bond OH. So what is the final product obtained here? This is ethanol. Whatever we have taken initially, the same compound is formed finally after participating in this series of reactions. Okay. Now this is what the Z compound. So what is the question? We need to find out the Z. What is that here? CH3CH2OH. That is ethanol is formed as the final product. So the answer is the third one. Now see the next question. CH2OH and CH2OS, glycol, upon heating with periodic acid, it gives what? Okay, so CH2OH, write down the reactant what they have given. CH2OH, CH2OH, they have given as H2COH, H2COH, we can also write it in this form. Okay, when it is heated with HI, okay, now it is heating. When it reacts with or heated with HiO4, okay, so it is one of the reducing agent which removes hydrogens, okay, because of the presence of this compound here bond involves in breakage, this hydrogen eliminates as H2. Now it eliminates as what? CH2O plus CH2O, okay, CH2O, that means 2 moles of CH2O is formed. This CH2O we can also write it as HCHO, which is nothing but formaldehyde. So 2 moles of formaldehyde is formed. What is final product here? CH2O, or 2 moles of HC double bond OH. So HCHO we can also write it as what? HC double bond OH to CH2O. Understand? So this is the final product. So the answer for the 7th question is the 3rd one. Understand? Now we'll move on to the next question. So again this question related to the series of reactions, and we need to find out what is that product after participating these many series of reactions by the phenol. First we'll take phenol. Phenol is an organic compound containing benzene ring with OH. Okay, when this phenol undergo reaction with zinc dust, okay, it is reducing agent. This zinc will take this oxygen and eliminates as ZNO. Hydrogen exists on the benzene ring and we will get C6H6 benzene. Now this C6H6, when it is the X what we got. When this X react with CH3Cl in presence of anhydrous AlCl3. Okay, this is nothing but alkylation. So from here I am taking only here hydrogen is present after removing oxygen. This hydrogen reacts with Cl, eliminates as HCl. Hydrogen and Cl together eliminates as HCl. And CH3 is added to the benzene ring and we will get here methyl benzene or toluene is formed. Y product. Okay, now we got Y. This Y should participate in reaction with what? Alkaline KMnO4. So alkaline KMnO4 is an example of oxidizing agent which oxidizes a product. Okay, it can add oxygen or it removes the hydrogen. It removes 2 hydrogens and add 2 oxygens to that compound. Then we will get another compound, that is COOH. This is called benzoic acid. This is the Z what we got finally, benzoic acid. So the answer is the second one, benzoic acid. Okay, when phenol participates in zinc dust reaction, it can give benzene. Benzene upon reaction with alkyl chloride, it will give toluene. Toluene on reaction with alkaline KMnO4, which can act as an oxidizing agent. Finally, we got benzoic acid. Now see the next question. Given are cyclohexanol. First compound is cyclohexanol. Second one acetic acid. Third one 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, and fourth one the phenol. So if you want, you can write the structures also. Okay, see here, first one is cyclohexanol. So cyclohexane, and if OH is present, that is called cyclohexanol. Second one is what? Acetic acid, CH3COOH. Third one is 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. Okay, if OH is present on benzene ring, phenol. 2, 4 and 6th positions are attached with nitro. This is 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, third one. And see the fourth one. What is fourth one given here? Just a phenol. If benzene ring is attached with OH, that is called phenol. Now we have 4 compounds. We need to find out acidic order. Okay, this is first one, second one, third one and fourth one. If you observe all these 4, third one is attached with the electron withdrawing group. I already told you, if a compound is attached, especially acidic compound is attached with the electron withdrawing group. So that is containing higher acidic nature than the compound containing electron donating group like methyl. Okay, clear? So that this is the compound which is containing more number of electron withdrawing groups. So third one is containing more acidic nature than the second one. Why second one when compared to this phenol? Because in phenol two types of charges are formed in the resonating structures, but in acetic acid only one type of charge is created in the resonating structure, so that acetic acid is more stable when compared to this phenoxide ion. It is containing more acidic nature than the phenol. Okay, after that the last or least acidic nature is for cyclohexanol, that is the first one. So this is the order of acidic nature. So third one is more acidic in nature, then second one, that is acetic acid. Acetic acid is more acidic when compared to phenol than the cyclohexanol. So the order is the first one. Now move on to the next question. Which of the following compounds has the most acidic nature in the given? So first one, it is benzyl alcohol, this is phenol, this is cyclohexanol, and this is phenyl alcohol. Among all, what is containing high acidic nature, we need to find out. Among the second one, phenol is containing high acidic nature because phenyl group participates in resonance, and here it can donate electrons. Even here this CH group can donate the electron, but that electron donating property is very less in case of this phenol. So it is more acidic when compared to the other three compounds. Okay, so the answer is the second one. Now see the next question. Among the following four compounds, again here four compounds they have mentioned: phenol, methylphenol, metanitrophenol and paranitrophenol. First write all the four compounds clearly. See the first one, phenol, that is benzene ring with OH group. Now second one is methylphenol. Okay, so phenol which is attached with methyl group, that is called methylphenol. Now see the third one. What is the third one? Metanitrophenol. So phenol, first write down phenol and add nitro group at meta position. So this is first one, second one and third one, and finally write the last one, that is paranitrophenol. First write the structure of phenol. Now what is its para position? This is ortho, meta and this is para. Now what para position NO2 group is located? So this is the fourth compound. Now we want to write among all which is containing more acidic nature. Okay, among the all given option, so fourth one, paranitrophenol is more acidic in nature than metanitrophenol. Okay, it is more acidic than phenol. Okay, this is more acidic than methylphenol. This is the order. So among all, methylphenol is containing least acidic nature. Why? Because here electron donating group is located, then it donates the electron, automatically acidic nature gets decreases. Okay, so that is the reason why it is containing least and why it is containing more acidic nature. So this is the order. Check out this order with the given options. Fourth one, third one, first one and second one. So the answer is the first one. Now move on to the next question. When glycerol is treated with excess of HI, it produces what? That we need to find out. First write down the reaction to find out the final product. Okay, so when glycerol, first write down the glycerol structure. It is a trihydric alcohol, CH2OH, CHOH and CH2OH. This is called glycerol. Okay, when glycerol is treating with excess amount of hydroiodic acid, that is HI. I am taking here 3 moles of HI. So is it containing 3 hydrogens and 3 iodides? These 3 hydrogens reacts with these 3 OH minus, eliminates as H2O, and 3 iodides. Okay, these 3 iodide, it reacting with these 3 carbon atoms, we will get CH2I, CHI, CH2I. Okay, we got this triiodopropane. So whenever it reacts with or it is heating or warming, it loses I2. If these 2 iodines are eliminated as I2, then between these 2 carbon atoms double bond is created. Then we will get what? CH2 double bond, CH bond, CH2I. We will get this compound. When again it is treated with HI, because excess amounts of HI we have taken. Okay, excess amounts of HI we have taken. So that the bond breaks here, we will get the product. Okay, H here and iodine here is added. This pi bond breaks here, hydrogen added here and iodine added here. You just write the product. CH2 to that hydrogen is added, it becomes CH3. Bond CHI, bond CH2I. We got this diiodo product. So which again on heating, it loses these two iodides as I2. Okay, then we will after removing these two iodides, a double bond is created between these two. Then we will get CH3 bond, CH double bond, CH2. Okay, and here we have taken excess amounts of iodine, hydrogen iodide. Again it reacts with HI. Hydrogen is added here, iodine is added here. Okay, then what we will get here? CH3 bond, CHI bond, CH3 is formed as the final product. Okay, this is our final product, that is 2-iodopropane. This is first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. At first carbon iodine is present, then we can say 2-iodopropane. Okay, now check the final answer. So 2-iodopropane is given in the first option. So this is our final answer. Understand? Now we'll see the next question. Following compounds are given. Understand? They have given here 4 compounds. Which among the following compound on being warmed with the iodine solution with NaOH will give the iodoform? That we need to find out. So then we can say it is a iodoform test. To participate in iodoform test, the compound should have compulsorily alpha methyl group. Okay. So see what is the question, which among the above compounds on being warmed with iodine solution in NaOH will give the iodoform? That we need to find out. Whatever the compound is containing that methyl group easily participates in the reaction along with the ketones or alcoholic group or aldehyde group. This is containing methyl group, even this is containing methyl group, this is also containing methyl group, but here methyl group is directly attached to OH, which do not undergo iodoform reaction. Okay, that means 1, 2, 3 can easily participate in this reaction. So the answer is the third one. Now see this question. Here they have given 2 reactions. We need to find out what are the major products. First write the first reaction. What is the given reactant here? CH3 bond CH bond CH3 bond CH OH CH3. They have given here alcohol. When this alcohol is heated in presence of an acid, okay, what happens? It loses water. So there is 2 chances. There are 2 chances to participate in dehydration. So either this OH and hydrogen from here eliminates as water, or OH from this carbon or hydrogen from the adjacent carbon. Okay, this hydrogen and this OH can also eliminate as the water. If suppose this hydrogen and this OH is eliminated as water, then between these 2 carbon atoms double bond is created. Then we will get here CH3 bond C, CH3 bond double bond CH, CH3. So as the first product plus another one, if suppose hydrogen is eliminated from this carbon atom, okay, then we will get CH3 bond, CH bond, CH3 as it is, bond, CH double bond, CH3 becomes CH2. Okay, this is another one. This becomes minor and this becomes major according to Saitchev rule. What is Saitchev rule? According to Saitchev rule, hydrogen should eliminate from the carbon which is containing least number of carbon atom can give the major product. See, this is a hydroxy containing carbon and observe these 2 adjacent carbons. This is with 3 carbons and this is with 1 carbon. Which is with less number of carbons? Third one. Okay, according to Saitchev rule, hydrogen must eliminate from the carbon which is with lowest number of hydrogens. can give the major. So it is the major and this is the minor. Okay. Now see the next question, that is A. Whatever A is formed, that participates in reaction with HBr. So this is the A what we got and this is the B. Now take this, that is CH3 bond, C bond, CH3, double bond, CH3. Okay, when it reacts with HBr in dark and it is taking place in absence of peroxide, clear? Now HBr, in the absence of peroxide, it always participates or follows Markovnikov rule. What is Markovnikov rule? Hydrogen are positively charged species of the reagent. Hydrogen or positively charged species of the reagent always attached to the double bonded carbon containing more number of hydrogen. Now these two are the double bonded carbons. This is not with any hydrogen but it is with at least one hydrogen. That means among these two, which is with more number of hydrogens, this one. So again hydrogen is added here and Br is added here and will give the major product. So then the product is CH3C, CH3, and to this C Br is added and double bond becomes single bond, CH becomes CH2 bond, CH3. This is the major product. Now minor is also obtained. When Br is added here, hydrogen is added. Hydrogen is added here. Then the minor product is CH3, CH, CH3, CH, Br, CH3. Why it is minor? Because it is added against to Markovnikov rule. So this is the minor and this is the major. Now our two products are these two. You just match these two with the given options. Okay, in the given options, this is not one, this is not the one, this is the one. See, CH3, CH double bond CH, CH3. First one is okay. Now see the next compound, CH3, okay, CH3Br, CH2, CH3. Understand? Now these two are the correct pair what we got after writing the reaction. So the answer is the third one. Okay, because these two are the major product which takes place according to Seychef rule as well as Markovnikov rule. Now see the next question. In the following sequence of reactions, we need to find out the product CR3. First, write down the reaction stepwise. First, they have given methyl bromide CH3Br. When it reacts with KCN, so the Cn replaces Br. Then we will get here CH3Cn, methyl cyanide. When it reacts with H3O plus, okay, acid hydrolysis is taking place. So this is the A. Then immediately here removal of NH3 takes place and acid is created. We will get CH3COOH as the B compound on oxidation. Whenever it undergo reduction, lithium aluminium hydride in presence of lithium aluminium hydride. So the CH3COOH acid converts to alcohol, that is CH3CH2OH. This is the C. What is the formed product here? Ethyl alcohol as the final product. So the answer is the fourth one. Okay, this is about the bits related to neat corner. Still few more bits are there in this neat corner. You try to solve the bits. Okay, thank you.